Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Anil Joshi. Welcome you to my series Iconology and Temple Architecture Perspectives. Today we are going to visit Arcikeri. Where it is? It is near HASSAN. District is also HASSAN, and there is a temple Shivalaya. This is called also ISHWARA temple. So this temple we are going to visit, it belongs to HOYSALA era. It belongs to the HOYSALA school of thought, school of construction, school of architecture, school of designing, and school of sculptures. We are going to see it and appreciate how beautifully they have done it and which way the two temples differs. Though there are multiple temples of HOYSALA era they are constructed, no two temples are copy of each other. There is addition of something. They had a rich heritage right from Chalukyas, because they are part of Western Chalukyas. So also they have defeated Cholas. So they have got construction, designs and architecture of the Chalukyans that comes from the Pattadkal laboratory, IHOI. Their school of thought that is called as Visera style. So also from the Cholas who developed to the extremity Dravidian style. So they had a rich heritage from both the sides and they made it a marvel out of it. Now the ISHWARA temple, also referred to as the ISHWARA or ISHWARA temple, is an early 30th century Hindu temple in Arcikeri, HASSAN district, Karnataka state, as I told you. Then dedicated to Shiva, it is one of the most notable early HOYSALA architectural example. A rotating circular path, that is rotatory circumambulatory path, that is Pradakshana Patha. That is one thing. Second thing is doomed mandapa. Where else you see doomed mandapa? In Maharashtra, Khidrapur. Yes, correct. So doomed mandapa with a 16 pillar star shaped, that is Panchashtaka Vimana. There are 5 Vimanas and a galaxy of artwork. You see, you appreciate, then you will see and keep on seeing them till you are satisfied. You will spend hours and you will start finding that no two sculptures are like each other. They are different. We got closest for you, we got photographs for you. Enjoy them. Then these all are depicting Shaivism, Vaishnavism and Shaktism. These are the basics three. Shivites, then Vaishnavites. So also earlier people who were devoting Shaktism mainly for sun, that is the powers, and a Vedic legends of Hinduism you will all find here. The ISHWARA temple was one of among a complex of many Hindu temples in Arcikeri. Here we have shown you one, but there are multiple like this. Most of these and their artwork were destroyed and mutilated in one or the other in 14th century. They were constructed in 20th century, 14th construction, they were destroyed partially, but still a lot of things you can appreciate. A lot of inscriptions, lot of hero stones and lot of sculptures are kept in the compound outside this temple, which we have got photographs of that. We'll show you very shortly. This is a double temple and has a red stone pillars. It is not soapstone which is in most of the temples. It is the red stones. From where red stone culture comes is from Chalukyas. Their all temples are in red stone. And most of the HOYSALA temples are in soapstones. They are black in color, they are easy to mold, and you can give beautiful results in the carvings. About 200 meters to the southwest of the ISHWARA temple is the Sahasrakuta Jainism. What is Sahasra is 100. So Jainism, which was mutilated, ruined, is seen about 200 meters to it. The ISHWARA temple is protected as a monument of national importance by the Archaeological Survey of India, as well as very recently it has got UNESCO also. It is very proud to everybody or every one of us. So we should appreciate. Now it will be appreciated by full world because it is a part of world heritage, not of only India. Now Arcikeri, also referred to as Arcikeri, is in and in historic Indian text it is Arcikeri. So all are same. Is located about 41 km to the east of Hassan city and about 140 km from north of Mysore city. It is the southwest edge of the Nagapuri forest hill, connected to India's national highway work through NH73, so it is easily accessible by road. Then Ishwara temple is located to the north eastern side of the town. The Arcikeri, meaning Queen's Tank, is derived from the Arci, means queen. Arci means queen and Kere means tank. So that makes Arcikeri, that Queen's Tank in Kannada language. The temple has several inscribed stones, that is hero stones what we call, as well as hero stones are there. Some sculptures are also there. None provide the foundation information to help us to the date of this temple. It is usually made by carbon dating, and depending on the styles they have developed and adapted. However, according to the available inscriptions, we get partly reference of it, though not of the exact temple. The temple must have been existed during the reign of Narasimha II, the Hoysala dynasty, that is about 1220. So you can say in between 12 to 1220 the temple was constructed, or it was present at that time, means must have been constructed earlier. But exact information we don't have. Some inscriptions suggest that the Ishwara temple was one among the much bigger complex of the temples. Arcikeri, you will find lot of temples, so they feel that they might be connected, interconnected. It is a temple complex that is mainly to the Shiva devoted. This temple was referred to as the Kattameshwara. Kattameshwara, name of Lord Shiva. The temple were active till early 14th century, given the evidence of the gifts and of the donation mentioned in the inscriptions. So whosoever donates to the temple, the names are written on the inscriptions. The survey completed in 1918 by a team of British and Indian archaeologists. This of course is a reference. The team reported another inscription, Arcikeri inscription at 84. So the information we are borrowing, we acknowledge with thanks them. That helps to establish that the double temple to the left of the Ishwara temple was also existed by 1220. We acknowledge with thanks for giving this information. They reported witnessing numerous multi-storied figures of the Durga, Ganesha and Mahishasura Mardini. These were all depicted, they were all carved there. Now the Ishwara temple was constructed using a soapstone. Again, see, soapstone, red stone combinations you will find in modest in size yet sophisticated architecture because of its ground plan. A 16-pillar star-shaped mandapa hall and still a shrine with each corner distinct. According to scholars of the temple architecture and history, the temple rank among the most notable of the Hoysala temples. I told you each and every Hoysala temple has got uniquity, speciality, and each two have got certain common and certain different things. The temple faces east. It has an open Navaranga and Mukhamandapa with a round dome, a top-seated Nandi. It's very interesting. I'll show you in the photograph that Nandi is seated on the top of the temple. We have seen Nandi sitting in the temple. We have seen Nandi separately outside the temple. We have seen Nandi Mandapam, but this is one of the temple where the Nandi is seated over the temple. We'll see it in the pictures. This open mandapa is supported on 21 pillars, of which 8 are towards the middle decorated, while the other 13 have a pair of elephants near the base. Why elephant? Is the strength. Then there is a square outer porch. The open mandap hall, is a deep concentric joint and a rafter ceiling with a inverted lotus, and is so crafted that it successfully simulates a timber appearance. See the beauty in it. and it is in ceiling. So not easy to carve sitting in the ground or with a raft. The architect provides an integrated stone bench along the sides of the open mandapa for pilgrimage to gather, sit and offer their praise or wait for their number. It is for them. Inside the another closed mandapa, the mandapa is 20 feet by 20 feet square. The square sanctum Garbhagriha enriches a Shiva linga. Its doorway is beautifully carved with 5 sukhas with scroll geometric patterns and standing lions again for the bravery, and they started coming after Hoysala defeated Cholas, because some of the people, Cholas, will consider themselves as the lions, so they defeated them. So their emblem also, if you see a boy killing a tiger, either with a story attached to the Guru at Guru Graha telling his Shishya, Sara, kill the lion, or otherwise. But lions are there in some temples. Mainly the temples which were constructed little later. The middle flank with the lions and Ganesha and Brahma. The Sukhanasi above the sanctum has a Nataraja, that is the Tandaveshwara. Nataraja reflects different things. To understand Nataraja, we have got a different lecture, different slideshow. Please see that. There are a lot of different ways in which Nataraja is projected, and it means little difference. And there are some musicians around him. The Vimanas has the 5-storied. It has based on a rotating circular path with 2 Pallavis, that is bifacial, equilateral and stellate. Together they compose a dramatic and charming symmetry of structures. The Jagati, that is elevated platform, sanctioned below the flanked by the Kutastambhas and contain Hindu deities. The relief therein include various forms of Shiva, then Saptamatrikas. Saptamatrikas again were symbolization of Chalukyas, but here you see they have adapted it. That is the glory and something proud of Indian heritage, how a good culture is carried. That is Saptamatrikas you will find right in their temples, wherever they are constructed. Whether they are Rashtrakutas or they were Chalukyas, the temple has got Saptamatrikas. The avatars of Vishnu, Ganesh, Surya, Parvati, Lakshmi and Saraswati, thus presenting the galaxy of Hindu legends in tradition. See, marvelous. All are there, you can see. Whether you are Shaktism, Shaivism or Vaishnavism, there is for you. It is all same. It is in same temple and it is at same place. The wall does depict 120 reliefs, out of which 62 are female and 58 are male, equal rights. But some of the people says the Hoysalas were little ahead in giving administrative role to female. There are a lot of females were administrator, so also a lot of them were going into the wars also. They were good in war strategies, their hunting also. So they were dominating by females. The outer wall of the vestibule shares a same decoration as that of the outer wall of the shrine. The short communication between the wall of the shrine and that of the closed mandapa. The outer wall of the shrine is stellate, but the star points are not identical. Something unusual again. Otherwise, most of the Hoysala has got symmetrical. They form 3 different kinds of star points. See, the geometry is maintained, symmetry is maintained. It is not a mistake, but it is intentionally made, making the design so complicated and unusual. How they must have designed without a computer and without a lathe machine, without a sophisticated tools, is something to be appreciated. The lowest half of the outer half of the shrine and the outer half of the closed mandapa are the same architectural and articulations. The open hall with 16 pillar star plan is unusual, as we told just now discussed. The plan is somehow repeated. The central ceiling in closest mandapa and the vestibule are decorated elaborately. We are going to see them in videos, we are going to see them in photographs also. But the interior and exterior of the temple shows highly workmanship, highly workmanships. The elegantly decorated ceilings, the domical ceilings of the open mandapa, and the sculptures of the dwarpalikas. It is not correct to call them doorkeepers. Dwarpalikas are dwarpalikas, because they are doing much more job than just to stand at a door. The closed mandapa is also called as Navaranga mandapa. Navaranga mandapa is little bit evolutionary and later in the temple technology. The wall panel image numbering 120, that is 120 pilasters between the auricules, miniature decoratives, tower. So these all details we are giving you. Now, outer wall temple has seen some modern era modifications. For example, the Sukhanasi is a stuccated figures of seated Nandi made up of bricks. Why they made of bricks? That is because of the reduced weight. This is something which started realizing the earlier temple where they were seeing. Now they want to make something better, something more lasting, and something gigantic. So if you want to make something gigantic, there should be less weight on the ceiling. If that is the case, you have to use a lighter material. How they make brick, design, and then do a sculpture is a glory of them and their invention. We are going to talk on that. First, they are making it with the bricks, and then they had certain altered chuna, what they call, or lime. They are mixing with certain ingredients, and that was lasting for longer time and getting harder and harder as the days goes. And in that they are carving this, but they are lasting for, just think over, already now 900 years are over, they are lasted. Then other monuments, the immediate north of the Ishwara temple is a double temple with a shared hall. The two sanctum has Shivalinga, while the hall is supported by 24 red stone pillars with 21 ceiling niches, all with lotus. The double temple is similar in designs and decorations. During the 1918 survey, a ruined and multiple sections such as those of the Ganesha, portion of the Durga, Vishnu, dancing Ganapati, then Mahishasur Mardani and others were found in the field of the temple, and they are kept. We are going to see them in photographs. Then ruined Jinalay, that is the giant temple, about 200 meters to the southeast of the Ishwara temple, contains a mountain icon of 1000 jinas, giving the name Sahasrakuta Jinalaya, because it has got 1000 jinas. This giant temple was built along the Ishwara temple according to the inscriptions, and thus is about 1220, same age as that of that. Now let us see the video. In video we are going to have more details about the inside details and also some more details about the ceiling, about the columns.
So now we are in Arcikeri in HASSAN district. It's a taluk headquarters of HASSAN, from around 40 kilometers from HASSAN. From Halebid it is the same distance, 40 kilometers. And here we can see the one more HOYSALA temple in the name of Shiva, called Shivalaya temple. The temple built later, 13th century, by the queen of HOYSALA, the name called Arasi. Arasi, she was the queen of the HOYSALA dynasty. So she built one temple, one lake here called Kere, means pond. So Arasi Kere, the queen built the Kere, means pond, is called Arasi Kere, called Arcikeri. And this temple comes later during the 13th century by the HOYSALA kingdom. But similar kind of architecture you see over here, like turning pillars and Also we have some gopuram with more than near about around 100 pillars in this temple, and outlines of the temple covered with the incarnation of Vishnu, numbers of gods, goddesses, birds, and the dancing girls. Look at that, we can see that at the bottom, we can see that beautifully foundation, which was the significance of the HOYSALA kingdom. The Hoysalas built all the temples on the raised platform with Jagati in the bottom. It looks like almost like a star because it provides the maximum surface to cover the maximum carvings. In front of the lingam, also we can see that the vehicle as Nandi, which is stands devotee of Lord Shiva. Similar type of also we see lingam in other part, left and right. It is a symbol. Lingam means it's a symbol of power in the creation. Also, we see that right in Nandi. Arcikeri. ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದಪ್ಪ. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೋಬಾರ್ದು, ಏನು ತಗೋಬಾರ್ದು, ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರು ನೀವು ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬೇಗ ನನ್ನ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೀವು ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರ. ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಏನು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅಥರೈಸ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಿಂದ, ಅವರು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗೆ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಲೆಟರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಲೆಟರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಬರೋದ್ರೆ ಲೆಟರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ವಂತ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದು. ಅವರು ಮುಂಬೈಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. ನೋಡಿ 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 ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡೋದು ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ. ನೋಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಯಾರು ಏನು ಅಂತ. ನಿಮ್ಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ಪಾಪ, ನಿಮ್ದೇನು ಕೇಳೋದೇನು ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ತಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಐಡಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾರು ಇವರು, ಯಾರು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವರು, ಯಾರು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟವ್ರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಬರಲ್ಲ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಕಲ್ತೀವಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತು, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗೇನು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಐ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಸರ್. ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಹಾಸನ್ ಸರ್. ಬಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಡೈಲಿ? ಸೀಸನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. Similar, sir, similar. Since it is away from Hassan and Harabido, so the number of tourists is very less. During the season, it comes around 100 to 200 in a day. But sometimes also this temple also attracts the foreign tourists to see that this temple built by the same period, little bit later, with the turning pillars. And again we can see that ceiling, sir. How beautiful it is. How beautiful it is. See numbers of gods, goddesses covered with and that lintel. ಎರಡು ಲಿಂಗನ ಒಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಬಕ್ಕೇಶ್ವರ, ಇದು ಶಿವಾಲಯ, ಚಂದ್ರಮೌಳೇಶ್ವರ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿವನೇ ನನಗೆ ಬಕ್ಕೇಶ್ವರ, ವೀರೇಶ್ವರ, ಬಕ್ಕೇಶ್ವರ, ಚಂದ್ರಮೌಳೇಶ್ವರ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗಣೇಶನ ವಿಗ್ರಹ ಇದೆ. ಮುಂದೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾರು ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ? ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕಳ್ತನ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಕಳ್ತನ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಹಾಕಿರೋದು ಈಗ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ just about 2 years, 3 years back, it given the support ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದಲ್ವಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Because of to avoid any kind of further damage.
Yes.
They put some rods to give in a support, okay, to take a weight of this dome and avoid from that any kind of damage in the future. There is no problem. Address get ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ದ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್, ಯಾರು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ನವರು ಟಿವಿಯವರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಅದು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇವನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಫೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್.
ये क्या है?
This is kind of a design. ये भी एक गोपुरम के स्टाइल में ही है सर. It looks like similar to gopuram, and all of the material is the same. The soft stone, all the soft stone, because of that easy work called steatite. मैंने कहा था when under the soil the stone was completely stopped like a sleek. When it came out to that nature slowly and gradually the stone getting hard and hard. Because of the easy work, all the Hoysalas use only the soft stone to build the Hoysala temples all over in Karnataka. They built about 92 temples. Usually we can see the temples on the raised platform, but as far as this temple is concerned, it's at the ground level.
Yes.
So we can see the statues at the eye level. Eye level.
Look at this beauty of the temple. One main temple, and to the right angle there is one more. Can you appreciate the beauty? This is from the distance. We are going to go closer, closer, closer and closer to see more and more and more beauties. See the beauties, to see the carvings. We have gone there in the evening, but I will show you this with different angles. We photograph in different angle, particularly for that reason, that in one angle, if certain things are not clear, with another angle we can get that, because here we have heavily depend on the daylight. See here, now light is favorable. The temple faces east, so once we come to the back, it is the west side, so it is nicely illuminated. We can see very great details of it. And once we go to the north or south, then the shadows are there. But still, appreciable beauties are seen. We have got a couple of close-ups also. You can appreciate this is a combination of a red stone and soapstone. You can appreciate the Jagati, that is the raised, but here there is no outside extension of it. Look at this Vimana. Now Vimana you call in South India, Shikhara you call in North India, Kalasha is a North Indian, and Stupi is again South Indian. So these are the combinations you will see in Kalashas. See, now we are going to give you close-ups. I told you each and every sculpture will show you. The design of temple is such that it will reinforce also, adds more beauty also, and give the space for a sculpture to have his skill. These small Devakutas. Speciality is Saptamatrikas here. That is actually the originality of Chalukyas and Rashtrakutas. See here again we are seeing the Kalasha, and then it is the Shikhara. Look at the beauty. Can you really appreciate how intricately they are carved? What is the symmetry? If any single feet goes wrong, please note the full wall gets damaged. You have to replace the wall. It's not easy. You have put so many efforts on it, and now if any single mistake, it is end of everything. Now, as I told you, whatever they have found in the area, they kept it outside. Beautiful sculptures. Then you will find this is temple from outside. Again, the beautiful lawn around, well protected. Look at this Nandi. Did you get it? This Nandi, where Nandi is seated? On Shukanasi. It is very, very rare, very, very unusual. Don't know original or ASI people have done it. But usually Nandi Mandapa is separate. Few more carvings. Ganesha. As I told you, there are a lot of carvings outside they are kept. These are the different carvings from long distance, from close distance. Inscriptions, which gives us the idea who has donated for it, who has constructed for it, and these are hero stones. Those who has given their life for the king, and for they say it is for the God. Now with that we are coming to the end of this lecture. I thank you for giving me your valuable time. I have given you information whatever I got. If you convinced that I have given you more information, give us a like. If you want to see more and more videos like this, then subscribe to us. This is Dr. Anil Joshi saying you goodbye till we meet next time. Take care.